help it cool down a little bit faster, I'm going to use this hand fan. And just point it at the print head so it'll cool down a little bit faster. I don't have to wait so long. So this is a little hand fan that you can use that has water. You can spray. I'm not going to spray any water, but if you're out in the hot weather, you can use this to cool yourself down. But it's really handy to use around the 3D printer for this purpose, and also cooling off other things like the print bed and other things that are too hot and you want to print at a lower temperature. So it's handy to have one of those around. Alright, let's check our status. And the extruder's down to 30 degrees C. That means it's safe to handle. It's slightly above room temperature, but it's fine. So we'll go ahead and install the new heat break tube and put the nozzle on, heat it back up, and tighten it up. Okay, so it's all cooled down. We're going to take our nozzle and we're going to insert the heat break tube into the nozzle all the way. We don't want any gap between the end of the heat break tube and the shoulder in the nozzle, because that's where filament can accumulate and cause problems. So then we're going to push it down in there. Should go in smoothly. Keep pushing, and then we need to get the threads engaged. And then we can use the socket. Looks like it's going now. Good. Use the socket, but we won't tighten it up super tight, just enough to keep it in there. We'll hold on to the print head so that it doesn't move. Alright, so that's solid in there now. But we can't do the final tightening until it heats up again. So now we got to reheat the print head to 240, which is the maximum. And then we'll go ahead and do the final tightening on our nozzle. Alright, it's up, heat up to 240, so we're going to go ahead and do our tightening. Let's see. Let's do it this way. So we're going to use our adjustable wrench, hold the head tight, and we're going to use our 9mm socket, cinch this down. There. Alright. And now we're going to let it cool down again. We'll use our, turn off the heating. And we'll use our fan to make it cool down faster. We'll use the status, like I showed before, to see whether when it's down at room temperature again. Because you don't want to touch this, obviously, when it's that hot. And we'll put the sleeve back on when it's cool as well. So. Alright, so our print head's down to 30 degrees C again. We turn the fan off. Put our silicone sleeve back on. Now we're ready to put this back in the machine. It's always tricky getting these heater wires so they don't get squished in here. I think that's in there, yeah. Go ahead and plug this back in so we don't forget. Now we got to put the screws back in from underneath. So again, when it's on its back, it's much easier to put these screws in because you're putting them in sideways. I have to put them up this way. So I think on one of my other videos I do remove the print head from the back, so you can check that out. We're doing it the hard way, but we're trying to save our print. So I'm going to start with the one on this side because you can actually see where it goes in. Once we get this one started, then we can get the other ones in. Alright, we won't tighten it all the way up, but we want to do the other side first. Get the other side started. So the other side is the one that's recessed into the cage. Just going to find that hole. I guess I did get lucky. Okay, good. Rather be lucky than good. Alright, so now we'll tighten these up. So it's solid. We don't want it moving around. Alright, now we got to put the air handler back. Oh, it's right over here. This one's not too hard because the screw is out where you can see it. Just gotta go over the end of this thing. Yeah, there we go. Put that in there. The Allen wrench on that screw. I guess I could have put the air handler in first. That would have been smart. Undo the screw. Okay. But I got it in there. Because it wouldn't have stayed there anyway, so. This doesn't have to be that tight because it's only just holding the air handler in place. We don't want to move it around, obviously. Alright, and our silicone sleeve is in there. Good. So, okay. So now, can we save this print? Okay, so I tried reprinting, and the bed level was off enough that it was, as soon as the head moved over onto the coins, it started dragging, so I had to stop it. So I could mess around with it some more, but it's not worth it. So it's time to recover this print, or dispose of it. So the way we do that is we run the bed temperature up to about 100 or so. Usually 95 is enough. I just ran it up a little extra because these things have been on here for maybe 3 or 4 days now, so I want to make sure they come off cleanly. And since PLA melts at, I don't know, 65, 70 degrees C, go to 100, these things will come right off like taffy. So I'm going to go ahead and get this set up, and I'll show you how easily they come off. Alright, so it's hot enough now, so we'll get this front thingy off. It just peels off like taffy. So I get a coin off. Just like that, see? Alright, so I'll clean this all up, and I'll try again tomorrow with the silver. The filament that gave me the problem to start with, and if I can print successfully, I'll report back and show you the result, and hopefully they'll turn out just like these. Alright, so next day we got the bed leveled, and we're going to try the filament. Feed. Feeding okay, we're just going to do one feed. No point messing around here. Alright, so I'll turn off the preheat, start the print. This is the same silver filament I had the problem with originally. So I'm convinced it's not the filament at this point, but I figured I would try it. So it's the same as before. So. Alright, that's wipe move looks normal. Alright, let's just go a little bit, then I'll just check on it quickly, and then we'll go on to let it finish, and hopefully we'll have nice looking Star Wars coins. Alright, we got one coin perfectly. Let's go on to the next one. So come back when it's all done and wrap this one up. Alright, the silver ones came out great. Gold was okay, copper, bronze, everything came out great. Solved my problem. So back to the original reason for this video is how often should you be changing your heat break tube? And I decided, based on the problems I've had with clogging and so forth, that I need to change it every 2 months, because I'm probably printing about 300 hours a month. So after 600 hours, I need to change it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Post a comment if you have any questions or ideas, and I'll try to respond. That's all for now, but more videos are coming, and if you want to see them,
Please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification icon if you don't want to miss one. This is Beta Cygni signing out, and keep looking up.